at the moment. I think that because it's too hard to determine top 1, 2, 3, I think that we're going to be more of determining where people are going to end up for the year.
Okay.
So even though Lehman is ranked number 1, I think that he's a top 4 team, not top 3 team.
Okay.
So I think that
fourth.
he's got a great team, but he's got bad teams. Does that make sense? If that makes any sense, he's got a great team, but he's got not great teams. Well, every player on his team. Let's go through it one time real quick here as I'm looking through the league. I'll pull it up right now because I'm looking at our league page. We're looking at his roster consisting of guys. Well, Green Bay, we know that Green Bay is not going to be a great team this year.
Right.
Got Javonte Williams, Denver. I think we know Denver is not going to be a great team this year.
Not strong.
I think we got Minnesota, Justin Jefferson. I don't think Minnesota is going to be a great team this year.
Yeah.
The Chargers, I mean, he's got Keenan Allen right now. Keenan Allen is king. It's hard to say he's not, but guess what? Keenan Allen's eating right now because there's some players that aren't playing for the Chargers. When they come back, Keenan Allen might not be eating as good as he was right now.
Right.
So I think Lehman's got a great team, but he doesn't have great teams.
Okay.
So I think that's going to hurt him. I think Dillman, he's sitting in the 2 spot, but I think he's a sneaky top 2.
Okay.
Dillman's got a real healthy team, hasn't had to fight much adversity in the health pool, but that's also because he's very deep. He's got players all throughout his bench and through his starting lineup that can hurt you. I think that come bye weeks, which we know, like I mentioned earlier, starting next week, he's going to be a tough matchup week in, week out. I think that, team sitting in the 3 spot right now currently is Jason.
Oh,
and he's, I think that you've been grinding it out. You got the dogs on your team. You went out and you did all the little things right. You picked up to people during the waiver periods. You got Puka Nakua. You got guys that are looking upwards. I think as far as who's doing the little things right, that's gonna be you. You're doing all the little things right.
Nice. Yeah, appreciate it.
And then when it comes down to the rest of us, I think that my team, it could be 4. Or my team could be 10. Me and Brandon right now are kind of in that. I think that one of us is going to end up, if I was going to have a bold prediction, me or Brandon will end up in the 4 spot. But Brandon's got such a long way to go. He needs so much to fall his way. He needs to get 1 win. If he could just get 1 win either this week or next week, I think Brandon can go all the way to the 4th spot without too much trouble. That's just because I think if he gets Cooper Kupp back, and if Jonathan Taylor does sign to a team and does play, which was supposed to happen after this week 4, his team all of a sudden turns from a dumpster fire to an absolute powerhouse.
All right.
So I think that that's probably the boldest prediction I have, is that he could really start surprising people. The other problem is that if he doesn't survive this week or next week, well, then guess what he's going to do? He's going to go on a fuck you tour, and he's going to be giving everybody the middle finger as he fucks up their weeks, because he's going to be beating everybody when you don't want to lose to him.
Love it.
He is the Deion Sanders of this league. He is you better get him there right now, because he ain't going to be bad for long. I think the next guys, Justin and John, I think that they're the same team.
Okay.
Justin and John are the same team. I looked through their roster. They both got players. It's just which one of them is going to separate each other. The only reason why I put myself above those guys in the rankings when I was talking about teams saying that I could get above them is that the points for category will say that I am in the exact same spot as them. I might be sitting in 8th or currently for rankings, but I am 2 points lower than those guys, and I've had multiple guys injured. So if you look at the points for, which is how I look at how teams are doing this time of year, I don't look about, hey, who have they played and who are they better than? Simply how many points does your team put up? Put up or shut up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 4 points below Justin, about 14 to 15 below John. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Absolutely.
Yeah, so when you talk about Best Buy, I think those guys, I think all 3 of us are pretty much in the same spot. I like my guys, so that's why I rate myself higher. I think that everybody should rate themselves high. If you don't rate yourself high, well, then that's just loser talk.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. I think that right after that we have the tough matchup of this week. I could not rate Baxter any lower, only because I feel like I'm probably going to lose to him right now. So it's real hard for me to rate him any lower.
Sure.
I think that he's got a squad. He falls in the same category. If he's got guys, but maybe he doesn't have guys on great teams. We'll see. We got, yeah. I mean, Dallas is a mixed bag with Tony Pollard. I mean, we just saw them lose to probably the worst team in the league.
Yep.
So, are the Cardinals going to be good? That's a good question everybody should be asking themselves right now.
I doubt it.
And then we got the three guys who you just don't know what to do with at all: Mitch, Randy, Brandon. Well, we know what we're doing with Brandon. Brandon is just a hurt, wounded dog. He's a wounded dog that needs to be put down. Somebody's got to go and put him down for the next 2 weeks. Because if they don't put him down, he's going to get up and he's going to bite somebody.
Bite some kneecaps off.
He's going to bite somebody. Mitch, I don't know how he does it. He has to, like Brandon mentioned in the last week, he's got to make a trade. So somebody's got to hand him some players because that's the only way that he's digging out of that hole.
Yeah.
I think that as long as no one does that, his team is his team, and it's not going to improve. He's got Zach Moss, who could be great, but the problem is he's pretty heavily invested right now in the Colts. The Colts recently haven't been a team I would want to invest that much in my offense in, but
sure.
AR could be cool. AR could be a
I think
thing.
He's playing this week. Yeah, could be good.
Could be good.
Good
I think he's going to learn the Tua lesson. He's going to have to take some kung fu lessons because if he doesn't learn how to fall, he's going to get hurt. Sign that man up for some jiu-jitsu.
Cheers to that.
And then, Dicka Hambones. I appreciate what Randy's got going for him. I appreciate that he went with Justin Fields and he was riding that hope train and he was happy and hopeful.
Oh, yeah.
But that hurts. But Randy's also sick, could end up in the top 3 if he finds a way to get rid of Justin Fields and finds a replacement that can actually score some points, or if his offense can start turning and burning. I mean, he's got some sick running backs. Kenneth Walker is going to be great. Christian McCaffrey is going to be great.
David Montgomery on the bench is tough pill to swallow.
That hurts. But that's also, that's going to be huge for him. I think that my hopes of Gibbs being good is a slashed dream. I think that they're going to rely on Montgomery. That being said, I think that Gibbs has a really bright future. If anybody is looking for a future running back with a pretty good groomer price of way too much fucking money, I think he's a great option for you guys.
So this is an official. Is this an official Gibbs on the trading block announcement?
I don't think that anybody wants him, but he's on the block. I think we've seen enough of what he has to offer, and let's just say if I have healthy players, he won't be in my starting lineup.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Well, I bet you come Sunday morning when this airs, I'm sure you're going to get some offers for him.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I'm going to get some great gumball offers, where somebody reaches in their pocket, pulls out the lint ball. It's got 2 sticks of gum, 3 pennies, and a fucking screw from their vibrator fucking stuck to them. But, that's what we're going to deal with. That's what we're going to have.
Oh, that's excellent. All right. Was that all of them? Was that all?
That's everybody. Yeah.
All right.
That's everybody. That's all the teams. That's where I think that people are going to end up, or where they're at currently, unless they make some dramatic moves. I think that this is probably one of the more exciting seasons for the bottom 5 that we've seen. I think that the top 4 is going to be hard. The top 3, I think, is going to be pretty locked in. I think that somebody's got to try to sneak in there and fuck up with Lehman, Dillman, and you. I think someone's going to have to separate themselves from the trash, and I think that'll happen over the next 2 weeks here. We'll start to see something form in the next 2 weeks.
I hope so. Absolutely beautiful breakdown there, Brad. All right, going on to the bet of the week. Again, as I admitted to all of our listeners, these are going to get progressively worse over the year and less creative. Um, Basically, I kind of forgot to think of one for you. So just looking at your team right now, I am going to go with, besides Tua, the rest of your starters, so non QB players, will any of them score more than St. Brown? Will St. Brown be your highest non QB scorer this week? Yes or no? To you, $5 on the table. And you can say, yes, he will be my highest scorer. No, he will not be my highest scorer, and I will take whatever's left over.
Well, you
Yeah,
said not Tua.
non QB, yeah.
So do I think Jerry Judy is going to score more than 16? No. Do I think Zach Ertz is going to score more than those? So basically, you're only asking me.
Your kicker probably has the best chance. Your kicker probably has the best chance.
It's got to be Devonta Smith. Well, the problem is Devonta Smith. He is the ultimate long ball.
He was sick.
24 points, or
he was sick this week,
points. Though. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take the Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be my highest scoring player.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Okay, so I've got the field then. Okay, I'll write it down. As always, anybody else that wants in on the action, let me know. You do have to take Amon-Ra St. Brown as Brad's highest scorer. Let me write that down.
Well, it just means that Josh Jacobs or Derrick Henry have to outscore Amon St. Brown. And after what we saw out of Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs last week, I don't see it happening.
All right, I love it. Absolutely.
Although Jerry Judy does have the Bears, and if that fucker's ever going to score a goddamn point, it's going to be against the Bears. So, I guess if I was ever going to play him, this would be the week I would want him to play. But
yeah, if he doesn't perform for you this week, I think he might earn a permanent spot on your bench.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to start getting some pretty creative with some of these bench players. Jerry Judy, Drake London, Jahmyr Gibbs. Anybody want to make some moves?
All right, you heard it here first. All right, then one bold prediction. Did you say that earlier? Was that your bold prediction? You had, as I quote, you or Brandon, you believe will be in a top 4 going into the playoffs. End of regular season, you or Brandon will be in the top 4. Is that your bold prediction, or did you have something else for us?
No, my actual bold prediction, if I was going to have a bold prediction, is for the NFL, and that's that Tampa Bay is going to be a divisional champion this year.
Tampa Bay wins.
I don't know if that's a bold prediction or not, but I think that they have a great outlook. Baker's been balling out. I think that the Browns are looking foolish as fuck by trading him, and what they did to him running him out of the city is probably not going to be their best. It's going to be to their detriment for the rest of the year.
All right. Well, you know what? It's bold enough for this show, so we'll take it. Tampa Bay to win the division. I love it.
Oh, sorry. Wait, did you guys not see? Oh, are these
what?
Are those the real football trophies? Oh, because I mean, I know I haven't won a championship in our league before, but I've won a couple in real life. So
I had no idea what you were getting at.
You just gotta hope, you gotta hope. That, you gotta have the accolades.
Why did you cover
no ball?
Why did you cover the camera with your thumb?
I didn't mean to cover it with the thumb.
I thought you were trying to be super dramatic.
No.
All right, Brad with the real life trophies. Yeah, how many fantasy trophies add up to one real life trophy?
I mean, I don't know. I just hope to get maybe one year. Right now my only fantasy trophy that I own is for the Chinks. So it's
what a throwback.
Most creative team name, the surrogate child.
There you go.
For the Kula family.
I remember that. Any trophy you can get from a fantasy league, it counts. Hey, that's fantastic.
Flags fly forever. Banners fly forever.
All right, Brad. Well, you get 20 seconds here to finish this off. Anything you'd like us to know? This is now your time.
As far as what's going on and new in my life, we got the Wisconsin Manufacturers Show down at Wisconsin State Fair this week. It's a big week for me. I'll be showing off some robots. I'll be making some mills work, some CNC lathes. That's what I got going on. Tomorrow afternoon, I got golf with the boss man.